So when we want to pull our attention back and attach ourselves to the self, which is the point at which we can hear the Shabd. We can't hear it all the times. We can only hear it when we put our attention on it. And where does it ring? Where you are. Not the body, you, the self. The self lives in this body temporarily. Body is created in the mother's womb and is prepared by an autonomous system. You don't decide which mother to pick up. Nobody decides. Then who decides? There must be some process by which we decide where we are going to be born with our karma. They say that the destiny, our pralabdha is made first. Pralabdha pehle bani, pache bana sharir. Even this beginning of this body is not started till the destiny is completely. Our destiny, what the person will look like, what he will do from birth to death is written up completely in full details before even the conception of the body starts in the mother's womb. So it's a remarkable system. Then when, supposing you have a destiny made up and you are destined to be born according to destiny, with that mother, that father, that town, that place, that time, that hour, it's all part of the destiny, already made before you are there at all, in any form. Then what happens? The mother conceives and you're not there. Your destiny is there. Your destiny is creating the embryo in the mother. The embryo is part of the mother. The embryo is not somebody separate from the mother. The embryo becomes a fetal body, and in the human birth, in the 5th month of pregnancy, the mother says, somebody is kicking me from inside. And the embryo, which was till then just a limb of the mother, becomes a human being, still to be born. And that human being, who was probably walking outside a day before. A person could be walking outside a day before and dies and is there in the 5th month of pregnancy of the mother whose destiny was supposed to take place, where the destiny was supposed to go. So in the 5th month of pregnancy, you are born and you know everything. What do you think you are at that time? What is the state of your awareness? You have grown fully in a previous life, in a previous body. I am talking of a case where a human being dies and is reborn as a human being. You have remembered your old life. You remembered so many things. And what you forgot when you were dying in the old body, the whole flashes of your life came back to remind you, this is how you lived, so that the pralabdha can be understood by you. That's what you're going to be born now. So once you see, you know everything. And suddenly you will find that you're inside another woman's womb, inside the belly of another woman. What does the being who's in that form? And by that form, the head has been formed. You must know that this pralabdha is making the body, even the embryo. The pralabdha is pre-existing. It is making the conception. It is making this very, very first cells. The very first cell that it makes is the cell of the brain. The very second cell it makes, well, it breaks into two. The very second part is the heart. So the brain and the heart are one cell each. And this is a great study of embryos, the growth of embryos. If you go into that subject, you will find how the two cells keep on multiplying and add on all the things. The brain and the heart are both working very early on as single cells and multiple cells, but in a very small form. They keep on growing and then they add on the rest. The torso is added later, the limbs are added last, the arms are stretched out from there, legs are stretched out from there, but the body is fairly ready like a little baby inside the body. At that time, you jump in and say, what has happened to me? I was so big and suddenly I find very crowded inside. And the awareness of that is very clear. So one marvels How, if you have studied the movement of these babies before they are born inside the womb of the mother, they react so much to what you are talking about outside. They're connected with what is happening outside. They can't see. They've been blocked from seeing. And then they grow inside till they're born. And when they're born, then they're connected with the outside. And as soon as they're connected outside, all these months, 4, 5 months they have spent inside the body, wondering what's going on. When will we escape from here? And what kind of thing is, but the memories are still there. And as they are and come out like little babies, and they try to speak to us, but they can't. The whole vocal cords are changed. Their whole system is changed. They can't express themselves. They look, their eyes are sharp. You must have seen these little infants, how they look at you like they're recognizing some of you. And they have that, all that thing. But as they keep on growing, the memory fades. The new body becomes their identity. And by the time they are 1 year old, they are off from their past. And it's a new life. They're small and they grow big in their awareness. That's how we are using awareness in transmigration or reincarnation into new bodies. So therefore, when we see that how we are bringing all this up, then what we do as parents, we tell them, we dangle some bells in front of them, we try to draw their attention, we try to kiss them, we try to hold them and jump them, so that their entire attention is diverted outside. And they grow up diverting their attention more and more outside all their life till they have no connection with what is happening inside. So it is a system that we have evolved by which the attention is allowed to grow outside, right from birth. From birth till death, the attention flows outside. It's only when we find that we are fed up of this world and we have to start a journey back to our totality that we realize that is not the way. That was a way to perpetuate this show. To end this show and go back, we have to reverse this. And we have to now put our attention back to ourselves, not put it outside, which we have never practiced. From the stage of infant till any stage of life, we get more and more engrossed with things outside. We build relationships outside. We feel lonely and we try to make companionships outside. Everything that happens inside, even the soul quivers inside, wants to get out of the system. And the mind says, no, you can find some happiness here. Eat some good food, make some good company, do this, do that, and you'll be happy. We're looking for happiness and companionship to overcome our solitary state, all outside. Now here we come to the pathway to go back to our true home, and it says, pull your attention back, withdraw it, not put it out. It's a very big difference between focusing of attention on anything outside and withdrawal of attention to yourself. We are so used to focusing attention that when somebody says, withdraw your attention, we say, where? Okay, withdraw the head. Then we put our attention on the head, here, making some point, we try to figure out a point where to put our attention. We're still not withdrawing. Withdrawal of attention does not mean putting it on a point close to yourself. Withdrawal of attention means putting your attention on yourself, not on anywhere else. Then the question is, where are we? If we are not the body, where are we? This is first step. If you want to travel back to your true home, first step is to know, where are you? If you're not the body. If you're not the body, who are you? You are conscious. You know you are there. They say the only thing of which we can be absolutely certain is that we are there, that we are. Period. Nobody can question that. Somebody says, you are not even existing. You say, I am existing. There's a live proof of existence in your very existence. There is no question about that. But where are you existing? If you are not the body, where are you existing? It does not take very long to examine this body which is covering you to find out where you are existing. Just look at this. Where am I talking from? Where am I thinking from? Where do all these thoughts come from? Where do I feel things? Where am I? When you try to explore where am I, automatically you will find you draw yourself all over the body and you find in the head, behind the eyes, in the center. It does not take very long. You are there. Everything, you say, put your attention on something, you put from there. Somebody wants you to look at the flowers, you turn around from there. You always know that your attention has always flowed out from the center of your head outside. You want to look at something, you got two eyes. You could have had one eye also. They say there's some kind of being that used to have only one eye in the center of their forehead, but they couldn't see the way we see things. They could have no idea what was near, what was far. So people killed them very quickly. They thought they were very far, the enemy was near, and with the two eyes helped us to create a distance. The two eyes make us know this is near, this far, no other purpose. Why do we have two eyes? So that we can establish a distance, have a stereoscopic view of the view outside and say this is near, this is far. If you close one eye, it becomes difficult. Though you are used to seeing with two eyes, with one eye you can manage for a while. But this whole creation is three-dimensional, only comes when you see with two eyes. But are you seeing two things? If you've got two eyes, you're looking at one finger of yours. Is it one finger or two? If you bring it very close to yourself, you can see two fingers. But then you say, no, one is, but when you take it a little further, it's one. What makes that happen? Where do you see the two fingers and where do you see one? You see the whole world as one because it's sufficiently far. If it came very close to you, it will become two because of two eyes. Now, two eyes are placed in this body, right in front of you, where you notionally are behind. And do you see two images or one? You see two images because see two fingers. Where do they combine? Where do you feel that they combine and where you are seeing from? Examine this point. It's very interesting that when you want to know, I have two eyes and I am seeing things one, that is because I am combining the two images to create distance. But where am I seeing from? I am not seeing on the right eye or the left eye, I am seeing one. You will be surprised to find that you see exactly from the third eye center behind the eyes. It's such an amazing thing that just by examining where do you look at things from, you come to the same conclusion. When you want to say where do I think from, you come to the same conclusion. They say where do I get that hunch, that gut feeling to do something, from the same point. You will discover that everything you are doing, all perceptions you are having, is all taking place from the third eye center behind these eyes. How far behind? In the center. If I were to say, these two fingers of mine, the tips of the fingers are my eyes. Where these fingers meet, that's the distance behind the physical eyes. From where we see, where we are conscious of, where we are awake. It's so nice to know this, because now we know where we really are in the body. Then all that is necessary now is not to put attention there, but to withdraw your attention to that point by assuming you are there, by imagining you are there. Don't put any strain at all